Hi everyone, I'm Thornton, and today I want to talk to people who run their own business, people who are in charge of setting their own price point for their products and services. You know, earlier today I was talking to one of my mentoring clients who uttered that phrase we all heard from time to time from people we're in business with. Maybe we should be cheaper. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be cheap. And when I'm putting stuff out there for my business, I don't want to be bringing in products and services and ancillary stuff for my business that is cheap either. Nobody wants cheap. People don't want cheap. People want good quality. They want value, but they don't want cheap. Now, here's the thing. If, like many of us, you're one of those people who are essentially selling their time for money, well, unless you've discovered a TARDIS, there are only 24 hours in every day. Some of those you need for things like eating, resting, sleeping. Once you've sold the rest of those hours, you've got nothing left. So if you keep driving down on price, if that's all you're competing on, you're just competing on being the cheapest in the market, pretty soon you're not going to have a business left, because you know what? There will always be somebody out there who is willing to do it cheaper. Your clients would be more reassured if you were talking about the quality you can provide, about the level of experience you have in the stuff that you're delivering, and in customer service, in the level of industry know-how you have. The spotty oiks in bedrooms who can afford to charge a £5 an hour, they don't have all of that. So they'll be pushing themselves on price, on cheap and fast turnaround. And if that's all you're saying, if you're not telling anyone about your experience, if you're not building the story of your brand and why you set up in the first place, you're only giving people a price point to compare you on. There's always going to be cheap. Think about it. Think about it this way. Like whatever it is that you get really geeky and excited about, let's say it's trainers or handbags or Star Wars figures, whatever. Imagine you've got 3 products lined up in a row. Bum, bum, bum. Now, they all look identical. You haven't got any descriptors. You don't know anything. You're just looking at them there and then. The first one, that has a price tag of £5. The second one has a price tag of, let's say, 25 quid. And the top one, the pièce de résistance, that looks the same as the others on the surface, that has a price tag of £75.99. Which one of those do you want? I'm not talking about which one could you dip into your pocket for some spare change and take home with you there and then. I'm talking about which one would you aspire to have. And most people are going to go for that expensive one, because by paying more there is a perception that it's going to be better in some way. And that's you, my friend. That's your business. Don't keep competing on price. If that's all you do, if you're not telling the story, if you're not building your brand of quality and expertise and amazing delivery, if you're just going on being the cheapest, somebody's always going to come up who can be cheaper than you. There always will be. And sooner or later, those prices keep getting drilled further and further down and down and down. There are going to be people who are working for diddly squat. If you get to that point, you ain't got a business. I'm Thornton. Seriously, think about what you're worth. And it's going to be worth more than the kid with no experience.